This is Stacy and her best friend Bradley. They use their wild imaginations to get through the daily obstacles of being a kid. Watch Stickin Around here on Cubo. For more information, go to Cubo.com.
Do you remember Sticking Around? Well, Annie and Clarabelle, awesome name by the way. I gotta say, for me personally, I barely remember the show. I do remember the commercial though. I don't know why, but I do. And nevertheless, the show still has some charm. It sort of reminds me of like the old school Charlie Brown animations. But let's see. Do you remember Sticking Around? Well, let's find out. By the way, just because they comment a show doesn't mean that you can't. Go ahead and comment a show if you want. Go ahead, do it. Sticking Around is a Canadian animated children's television series produced by Novella and created by Robin Steele and Brian Leary. I hope I did not butcher those names. It aired from 1996 to 1998. It started airing in August 14th, 1996, until April 13th, 1996 in Canada. It originally aired on Fox Broadcasting Company's Fox Kids block between 1997 and 1998. Now, let's go back a wee bit. Sticking Around, originating as a 1-minute segment on CBS in 1994, centered around two best friends named Stacy and Bradley. Their hand-drawn adventures and with their friends and their family, and the fantasies that they had, both encouraging many problems, but they faced them as the day continued, such as when they faced bullies, when they had to deal with their school, and when they had to deal with thinking that their dog was going to get fixed. And hey, you'll never guess what Sticking Around aired on. That's right, say it with me, it aired on Cubo, after it had finished/completed the series, that is. It originally aired on Cubo from March 28, 2016 to September 23rd, 2016. Okay, that's like 6 months, and that's around the time that I probably would have seen it, but there's a high likely chance that I only saw a commercial for it before it started airing. To be honest, I thought that it would have run way more than it did for the first time, but it had 39 episodes that aired on Cubo, and Sticking Around had reruns. Cubo seemed to have lived on reruns from 2018 to 2020, before it got shut down and you saw your favorite characters get their heads blown off. I know that's fake, but I still will talk about it, just in this segment. I don't know if I'm going to make a full video on it. But where was I? The reruns. Its reruns was from December 26, 2016 to March 26, 2018. Like 2 years later, about. And then from July 4th, 2018 to January 5th, 2019. And then the last rerun it had was from March 30th, 2020 to July 24th, 2020. Now, according to Novella, it used the advanced computer graphics and boiler paint, and it was trying to convince us that these kids were creating their own animated series. And it was really cool to see it play out, and the judge looks like Grunkle Stan. I just want to point that out. The show won 2 Gemini Awards for Best Animated Program/Series in 1998. Twice. The show was apparently ahead of its time for having 2 lead roles, one being a girl and the other one being a black friend. And he is hilarious. But the show was intently drawn crudely to simulate a young child's drawing, and it actually looks, pretty convincing. The show was somewhat censored when it was initially run on Fox in 1997, and the show was heavily edited by a press to appease the Fox censors. Jeez, I'm screwing up a lot in this script. Kind of like another show that we know, South Park. The intro was cut down by 15 seconds, and references to the pepperoni being dead were removed. And it was probably this is probably the coolest thing that I found in a while. But just to let you know, how the heck did this screenshot that I took, how did they let that slip? That is hilarious. It's on a Cubo show, dude. Some of the jokes in these shows, like there was one in Go Fret, and it was just really funny. But these shows have peak humor, dude. Anyway, I'm getting off script. Stickin Around actually briefly aired on Nickelodeon from October 21st to the 22nd in 2000. That's nuts, dude. Kind of reminds me of when Cartoon Network aired a full-on ad on Nickelodeon. And do y'all watch the mysterious Mr. Enter? No? Well, recently he made this video that you see on screen, and he talks about 100 different episodes of shows that you should watch. And near the end of that, he says that you should watch Stickin Around episode titled "It Ain't Broke, Fix It." Anyway, I'm not going to spoil the episode, so you guys can go check it out for yourself. Anyway, the link is in the description for the show, and the video that I mentioned, and the commenter who made this suggestion. By the way, if you can suggest a Cubo show that you want me to cover in the future, just comment it down below, and I most likely will. Anyway, that's all that I have for you today, so thanks for sticking around for some nostalgia, and thanks for watching me, DTB. Bye.